Yesterday, I asked you in just 4 words, what gives you the ick? Here are your ickiest answers that make me uncomfy, ooey gooey. Ew. Where my hug at? Come on, I'm a hugger. Come on now. Oh, we don't shake hands here. Come here, buddy. Oh, bring it in. No, we don't do that here. Come on, meow. We're like family here. I'm not homophobic, but that's, yeah. Yep, a lot of likes for this one. A lot of people agree that this is rather ick-inducing. What do you say after that? I'm not homophobic, but I'm really rooting for the Ravens today. There it is. Sees Vaporeon, says smash. Okay, first off, how dare you? Second, I'm pulling up Vaporeon again because I know I'm right. Vaporeon, rule 34. I'm sorry, that's a pretty cool looking Pokemon, especially this little Pokemon over here, even though this barely resembles the Pokemon. I mean, my opinion has not changed, and I make 0 apologies. To play devil's advocate, yeah, everyone loves that guy. Yes. Every conversation, nay, every comment thread, Twitter thread, every post needs someone to say, to play devil's advocate, followed by the worst take you've ever heard. That's another really cool way to introduce a bad take. Just to play devil's advocate. I don't even want to say anything after that. Ick. Waiters and waitresses clapping. Not me. This doesn't give me the ick. This ignites my flight or fight response. Happy birthday, happy birthday. It's been so long since I've experienced this in a restaurant. Not even like firsthand, just like seeing people do it at a party at a restaurant. Okay, here's a dumb question. Don't they actually sing the birthday song now? Didn't the rights fall into public domain? I feel like the birthday song rights fell into the public domain like 10 years ago, so they can actually sing happy birthday, I think. Some in the chat just said they sing weird stuff now. You can't just throw that in the chat and then walk away. What do you mean they sing weird stuff? As if this wasn't weird enough? They sing Angry Birds theme. Do they surround you and go, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da? Oh, created by Dan Schneider. Yeah, can this be the new produced by Vince Gilligan like ending? Just, there you go. Someone make a PNG file of text saying created by Dan Schneider. Throw that in, whenever something's creepy, just pop that little bad boy in there. Instant meme. Dr. Disrespect just announced his return to whatever he does via Twitter, and just take a still from that announcement and just boom. Created by Dan Schneider, and it's a match made in heaven. Ew. Yep. Very demure, very mindful. Yeah. Pleased to see that this is already dying down. And by the time you're watching this guy on YouTube, it will be even deader. It's nearly completed its meme cycle to the point where corporate brands were incorporating it in their promoted tweets and ads and such. And that's even dying down. So it's really like we are finally moving on from demure. But I'm really excited about Tuah getting a podcast called Talk Tuah. I'll be listening every episode. And it's my life's goal, my bucket list item to get on Talk Tuah. Put me on the Talk Tuah podcast, please, so we can talk about how cool icks.com is. That's it. Have you seen Talk Tuah on Twitter? Just retweet memes of herself, but favorably in a meme with icks.com. It's very weird. It's all right, yep, go down that pipeline. Sure, why not? Hell yeah. Suspiciously dolphin-shaped couches. What do we call this? Ick-inducing? I wouldn't mind sitting in that dolphin couch. I mean, this is probably in an aquarium somewhere. I have to assume, right? Or maybe a resort, a hotel. I don't hate it. This isn't ick-inducing. I think we should question the user, Zorro or Zero or Zero. You have to ask yourself, what about this image gives you the ick? I think this is a confession. Let's dive into that. Let's explore that. What did dolphins do to you, Zorro? No, this is how JD Vance's thing started. He saw this couch somewhere and he was like, wood. And that was it. And he's still running away from it even today. That's the meme that just won't die. Not even the tip? People are saying it's a waiter complaining. I don't think that's the context here. Not even the tip? No flesh shall be spared. Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. Oh, wow. This is Aaron. The green text bubbles. Oh, I love it. 1 retweet, 4 replies. Yeah, this is one of those ratioed by the replies type answers. Casey, I think I just found Aaron's alt account on Twitter. Aaron made me get a iPhone. After literal, like, over a decade of enjoying my Android lifestyle, she was sick of, for whatever reason, she was sick of the green text bubbles. We couldn't really send each other pictures or video very well, just because they don't like to play nice with each other. And so she strong-armed me into getting an iPhone. I will never forget, late December of last year, early January, whenever I made the switch, I walked into a Verizon wireless store, and there's like, it's empty. It's a ghost town. There's one dude working there. I'm interrupting his, his session while he's browsing whatever on an iPad. But he's like, hey, what do you need? And I said, I'd like to switch from Android to iPhone. And he looked at me and said, why? And I said, I don't know. And that hurt, man. That hurt. It was one of those, like, I don't want to, but I'm doing it for my wife. I got roasted by the Verizon wireless employee. It was pretty funny. And so, hey, that fella really hooked me up with a iPhone. Meanwhile, I'm still reading about, the foldables every single day.
Tech Tangents.
I read up all the reviews on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. They're like, skip it. It's not skip it, but like the form factor hasn't changed much. It's still way too narrow closed, man. And then I'm reading up on Google's, whatever the it's called, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. They have a terribly convoluted name. They could have called it the Fold 2. They're like, you. It's the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. It's the worst name ever, but it's much closer. Like, it actually looks like a phone when it's closed. And then, like, it actually has the ratio and it's wide enough to look like a phone closed and act like you can type on it, and then it opens up and it's the biggest tablet phone you ever did see. But, it doesn't have a really strong processor chip on it, so it's like, oh, would it be great for multitasking? I don't know. But it has a great camera, obviously it's got like the best camera for these, foldable phones, right? Or at least, comparable to the OnePlus Open, obviously.
Keep making that noise.
I just get really excited talking about foldables. Foldables, honey. No respect. I'll tell you what. Blue check marks fill replies. Okay, I have a tweet sitting in my drafts. It was one of those like, should I tweet it? Maybe I'll sit on it. Pronouns in bio equals instant block. And they're always verified, but they have like 100 followers. Like every time, like clockwork. The worst take you've ever heard, go to their account, go to their bio. It's always like blue hair, blocked, and then maybe MAGA or, Trump 2024, usually a lot of American flag emotes, and then they're verified, but they have 142 followers every single time, and they fill your replies. It's actually remarkable how consistent this trend is, really, like always. Ew, Jack X Toby fanfic. Yep, that I'm not even gonna read it. Once upon a tweet storm, Jack and Toby found common ground amidst a flurry of memes and hijinks. I don't know if we'd find much common ground these days. He's a bit red-pilled. Their love blossomed through shared jabs at pop culture absurdities and the occasional live-streamed affair. And I'm done. That's all I'm gonna read. My naked uncle. Gross. Oh, that's incredible. And there's a reply. Jacob's naked uncle. Yes. That's outstanding. What a beautifully specific answer. My naked uncle. Gross. Oh, man. Yeah, that gives you the ick. There's a story there, Jacob. Care to elaborate? Tell us all about your Uncle Ick. Uncle Ick sounds like a cool fictional character's name. Well, if it isn't, my old Uncle Ick. His tweets are cool. Old men being president. I've already talked about like how happy the world was, at least in my spheres online, how happy the world was when Biden announced he was not running for a second term. That just seemed like, yep, that seems like the best call all around. There was much rejoicing of that. Trump will never. He will never, ever. And I don't think he's gonna win again. I think he's gonna lose again, and he will never admit it. It'll just be like 4 years ago. He'll be like, no, it's rigged. The Dems stole it. It's rigged. That's ick-inducing as well, I think. But yeah, anyways, long story short, old men can absolutely be pregnant. Next up, age, just a number. Yep, that felt awful saying it. Yeah, even though I'm quoting someone who's also quoting someone, that gave me the old hawk to a demure ick. Yeah, people who say that usually have the worst opinions you've ever heard. Wow, all these answers sure gave me the ick. Let me know in the comments below your favorite naked uncle moments.
Leave your answers in the comments below. I'll pick my favorites in the next episode of Yai.
Guys, that thing I said about demure may have been a little too mean. If you still like the demure meme, it's your right. It's your right to still like the demure meme. That's totally fine. You know, hey, some of us have differing opinions. Some of us have opposing opinions